On an early morning in Washington, D.C., a group of volunteers are setting up for an event that supports a cause they're passionate about. The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, or the AFSP for short, is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to save lives and bring hope to those affected by suicide. Today, they are hosting a walk on the National Mall to fund causes related to suicide education and advocacy. Zimo Yang is a 22-year-old student. This is her second time volunteering for the AFSP.
I think suicide prevention is a really important cause, and as young people like us, there's so much we can do to really make a change to the future. Helping out for an organization that does so much to prevent suicide is a great way to help out.
Statistics from the CDC show that over 49,000 people died from suicide in the U.S. in 2022, and that number is on the rise.
We're finding that it's the second leading cause of death for young people 15 to 34. When we look at colleges, it's the second leading cause of death for college students in the States. So it's very extremely prevalent because we're also seeing a huge increase in depression. And so we know that people who are depressed or who suffer from depression are twice as likely to die as a result of suicide. Members of the LGBTQ community are 4 times as likely to attempt suicide. Transgender individuals, 12 times as likely. And so it's a huge issue. The numbers are really, really scary.
Alexandra Osterwalder is a 21-year-old student who has previously volunteered with the AFSP and is passionate about mental health advocacy.
I think I have a little bit of a unique experience because in 2021, I went to an intensive outpatient program for my mental health issues, and it happens way more than people think. And because suicidal ideation is not as extreme as actually acting on those thoughts, it's not talked about enough. A lot of times we talk more about like the product of these suicidal ideations, but not the lead up to it.
We're not connecting and seeing when someone's isolated or when they're sitting by themselves or when they're not showing up. Opening up and looking at other people around you and creating more inclusive environments. And that's not just about ethnicity or gender identification, but it's just about human beings. Paying attention to the individuals who are alone and isolated by themselves, talking to people, sometimes saying hi. I think that's a huge step that everybody can take towards reducing suicide.
Florence Tan, Washington, D.C.